I'm Sasha. I'm a little random. Welcome and welcome back. All right. Okay, so per the title, we all know what we're going to be doing today. I have a few plants that grow very slowly, and I just wanted to show them to you today and see if you are having similar experiences. So let's get it started, okay? Not sure where to start per usual. So I guess we will start with this one. So this is the Hoya Weyertii. Yes, it's quite dry. It is quite dry. I know. But even when properly watered, it does not grow. I have had this plant since January of 2022. I have lost 4 leaves and gained, I've lost 5 leaves and gained 2. It's a year and some months later, like a year and 7 months later, and I've only gained 2 leaves. Now, it is in medium light. I water once a week. I let it dry out completely. I fertilize every time I water, just like I do with all of my plants. I fertilize at half strength. It does not grow. So I'm like, should I stop fertilizing? Because it's not helping. And I'm wondering if maybe that's actually hindering the growth rather than helping it. The leaves are firm. I haven't lost any in almost a year. It drinks the water. I don't know what else to do with this thing, but it grows super slow. Is anybody else having the same issue with the Hoya Weyertii variegata? Because it doesn't like me. This is not like all Hoyas. Give you an example. Hold on. I've had this since April of 2022. You want to see what this looked like when I first got it? I'm sorry, I'm yelling. But look at this. Look at this. This thing is flourishing, okay? Again, in medium light, all right? This is what it used to look like when I first got it. What's going on? So obviously it's not a Hoya thing, right? Let me just put this back right quick. So it's not a Hoya thing. I have 3 Hoya. The Macrophylla that I just showed you, that was quite grand, grows very well for me, very well for me. I just got the Hoya Calistophylla, and that's growing a little slowly too, but we'll see because I haven't had it that long and I'm still kind of learning it. But I feel like that's still going to grow a little slowly. So we're going to have to see, right? But other than that, I think it's a pretty plant. I just feel like I need to buy a bigger one, which I did find for like $40 somewhere online. But like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, I'm not going to wait forever for this thing to grow. It's just not going to work for me, okay? It's not. It's a pretty plant. I got it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got it if I didn't think it was pretty or I didn't think it was worth it. I unfortunately did not know how long it would take for it to grow. And I am displeased. But I do think it's worth it to buy a bigger one and just live with that. The bigger one that I wanted to purchase is a 6-inch plant. This was a 3-inch plant when I bought it. It was a little bit fuller. As I said, I've lost maybe about 4 or 5 leaves, something around that. And I lost them pretty early on. I will say when I did get it, it was not fully rooted. It did say that it was fully rooted in the advertisement. But when I went to go plant it a month later, repot it a month later, the roots were like this big. Like, you see that? Like, the roots were like that big and not even consistently all the way around. Some of them were just starting to grow. So this was just a cutting. I would like to credit the slowness of it growing to that. But it's been a year and it still looks like this. So it's just a slow growing plant. Let's be honest here. So yeah. Let's go to the next plant, okay? I really like this plant. It blooms for me pretty regularly. Every year it has bloomed for me. It, however, does not grow very quickly, okay? So, this is the Black Pagoda lipstick plant. Now, it has grown. It started out as two seedlings that I put together, and I have had this since 6/7/2021. So this is why I put labels on things, because I'm not going to remember this. I'm not going to remember when I got it, but I need to know that for videos like this and for my own mental health. It's a very pretty plant. It blooms just fine. The leaves are firm when they're grown in all the way, and when it's watered properly. Oh look, a new leaf is growing in right there. Isn't that nice? It's just a beautiful, simple plant. I did lose a leaf right here. Isn't that pretty though? Look at that. It kind of looks like the Hoya, not Wilbur Graves, but you know what I'm talking about. But this is what it looks like. Anyway, little random distraction there. But this is really pretty. I don't know if I have a picture of what it looked like, but again, I've had this since 6/7/2021. If I have a picture, I'll put it here somewhere. It's 2023. It's been 2 years. This thing should be flourishing all over the place. This should be in a 6-inch pot. It's still in a 4-inch pot from 2021. And again, you can tell this was one plant. This was another plant. When I first potted it, they looked pretty even, but this is what we got. This is what we got. And I haven't checked the roots lately, but I'm pretty sure if it can be bumped up, it's not going to be bumped up to more than a 5-inch pot. And I say that because regardless of the soil that I put it in, it tends to dry out pretty slowly. So I may do a chunkier mix, and maybe that's the issue. Maybe there's rot in here that I'm unaware of, and I just need to repot it. But I repotted it about a year ago, and the roots were fine. The roots were great when I first got it. The roots were fine when I repotted it last. It's just a slow grower. I don't know about any other lipstick plants. Please let me know if you have any, and if they grow quickly or medium wise, or if they are all slow growing. So I can't really compare it to other ones in its genus like I did with the Hoya just now. I don't know. It's such a pretty plant. I do wish it would grow more. I also do wish I would dust it. I might need to run this in the shower because it's dusty, honey. It is dusty. I also need some plant maintenance because it looks like I have a few. No, I think I got them all. I thought I had a few dead leaves, and I did, but I pulled them off, and that's it. So yeah, we're good. We're good. I just love this plant. Look at it. Look at it up close. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that nice? And don't forget the backs. Let me see if I can get the back for you. This is what the backs look like. Do you see that purple under there? Do you see this? That is just gorgeous. It's like a calathea. You know how they have that purple or the reddish color underneath? This is awesome. All right? Peek-a-boo, okay? All right, so that's this one. This is a Black Lipstick Pagoda plant, or a Black Pagoda lipstick plant. I don't know which order it is, but if you type it in either way, it'll pop up. Right, okay. When you search for it, it'll still pop up. All right, so let me put this down. I only have one more. And this one, I will premise by saying it's a philodendron, okay? Philodendron can really go either way, but they tend to grow pretty steady, if not fast for me, okay? There are some, of course, that grow rather slowly, yes, but for the most part, the ones that I have grow pretty steadily. I'll get like maybe 2-3 leaves a season. That's what I consider steady. And anything less than that is extremely slow for me. This plant that I have in a little dollar store pot, Family Dollar pot, isn't it cute? It's just, and it has a little green hat, but yeah. Okay, so anyway, let's focus, shall we? This is a Philodendron Birkin. Do we remember when these came out and they were super popular and they were expensive and hard to find and you just wanted one so badly, I fell for it. Okay, that's fine. It's one of the very few plants that I have fallen for as far as when it comes to the hype of a plant. But like, look at this. This is we started off pretty small and oddly shaped. I have a lot of my original leaves, honestly. You see the striations? It's pretty. It's feathery, right? And then I got it some extra light, and we got some more striations and a little bit more variegation and things like that. You see? Isn't it pretty? Yeah, I'm over this plant. Someone come get it. It grows slowly. I have had this since, I feel like in the beginning of my, 5/15/2020, I have had this plant. It's still in a 4-inch pot. No root rot. I have freshened the soil twice. I have fertilized it. I have not fertilized it. I have given it medium bright and low light. I have experimented quite a bit with this plant. Nothing seems to work. The only thing I can say that works is brighter light allows for more variegation. Like this is just beautiful. Look at that. That's I can Vanna White that leaf right there. Look at that. Look, I'm gonna give you a close up. Look at that. Excuse my shaking. And it's not focusing the way I wanted to, but look. This is a pretty plant. Okay? This is a pretty plant. I am just over it though. It has no appeal for me. I want to trade it for something, but nobody wants it anymore. And I don't know anybody who wants to trade. So, and like, even if you look down here, this is juvenile. It has grown a whole nother plant, okay? A whole nother plant. No new leaves though, up here. Well, no, that's not true. I've gotten like 4 leaves in the past 2 years. That's something. Right? I don't like it. I'm so over it. I'm trying to figure out who I can gift this to, because I can have some space for something else that I like. I don't like this plant anymore. I've just fallen out of love with it. I don't know if I ever loved it to begin with, if I'm honest. I didn't like it. Yeah, I definitely liked it. I wouldn't have gotten it if I didn't like it. It wasn't just hype. It was pretty. And I saw the potential in the variegation. You know, it can be pretty. I heard that it was hard to get the variegation. I was very proud when I was able to get some from the leaves that grew in my care. But I'm just over it. I am just over it, if I'm honest. And that's okay. That happens. What is the plant that you have or did have that you really liked, that you fell out of love with, or that you got because of the hype of it and it just didn't do it for you? Like, what plant is that? And I really want to know, because I may actually own the other plant that you didn't like, or I might actually want it. And tell me why. How did you fall out of love with it? Because this right here is not doing it for me. But I know it's a thing that happens in the community. I know it happens with any collection thing. You don't like that penny. I don't like this stamp. But it fits the collection, so I have to have it. Like, that happens, right? Oh, I don't know. But look at the pot. Isn't the pot cute? I like the pot. The shade against plants. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put this down, and I just wanted to do this really quick video because I thought it was interesting that I was going through my collection and I just felt like there were some plants that grow extremely slowly, i.e. these 3. And I always wondered, and not always wondered, I started wondering if anybody else has certain plants in their collection that they thought would grow quicker or grow better in their care, and it just didn't. It just didn't. And I started wondering about what plants we all fall out of love with. What plants were hyped up so much and then just died. Because do you remember the Pilea? I'm gonna grab it. I have one. I cannot remember the name of it. But this plant right here, you remember when this was all the hype and all the rage? I have killed this very same plant. This is the original plant I got from so many years ago. I want to say 2020 as well. I got this plant. It has died and come back. It has root rotted, and I have propped it. It seems to keep coming back. I feel like I should always keep it in my collection. It just reminds me of hope, I guess, at this point. This, however, does not grow slow, so I'm digressing. But my point is, there are things that become a hype and they fail. It's like the industry hypes it and it fails. So maybe I should see if I should do a video about that. My attention span might be a little too short for that much detail, because I want to go into detail about that. So maybe I can work on that and try to do that by the end of the year. We'll see. We'll see. That's going to take a lot of research, and yeah, I think that might be fun to do, though. What do you think? Do you think that would be good? Plants that were hyped up, where are they now? Type thing, you know? Well, I guess I can get this out of the frame. All right, so let me put this down. Off to the side you go. Okay. All right. Well, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy your day. Don't forget to like, thumbs up, and subscribe. Don't be strangers. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know your tips, tricks, and ideas. And if you have any plants that you fell out of love with or that grow extremely slow for you. And I will just have to see you laters.